Have you ever wanted to take one of your tried and true recipes and make it sourdough? Or have you ever taken a bite out of your famous cinnamon rolls and wondered how it would taste as sourdough? Well, look no further. With a little bit of science, you can make anything sourdough. So the first thing you need is active sourdough starter that is at 100% hydration. Sourdough starter is considered at 100% hydration when it's made with equal parts of flour and water. Now, we do have a how to wake up your sourdough starter video that will show you how to achieve a sourdough starter that is at 100% hydration. So please go watch that. But once you have your 100% hydration sourdough starter, active sourdough starter, you're ready to rock and roll. So from here, it's pretty easy. 100 grams of sourdough starter or half a cup of active sourdough starter equals 7 grams or 2 1/4 teaspoon, which is also 1 packet of dry yeast. So if your recipe calls for 1 packet of dry yeast, you can substitute 100 grams or half a cup of your active sourdough starter. And then from there, you really only need to adjust the flour and water or the liquid, because this is a 100% hydration starter, that it actually makes it a lot easier to do this. So the flour in your recipe will need to be adjusted by 50 grams or a third of a cup. And then you'll also need to reduce the amount of liquid by 50 grams or about a fourth of a cup. Now, it's important to note that liquids can be milk, water, or even eggs because egg whites are mostly water. So just keep that in mind. Depending on what you have in your recipe, you can reduce 50 grams or fourth of a cup of one of them across all components. Just keep that in mind as you're doing your recipe. So once you substitute your 100% hydration sourdough starter into your recipe and reduce your flour and liquid by the appropriate amounts, you're pretty much ready to go. It's important to note that sourdough starter does require a lot longer to rise than active dry yeast. So if your recipe typically only takes an hour to rise, with the active dry yeast, you're looking more at 4 to 5, maybe even 6 hours, just depending on how active your sourdough starter is. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, you're only limited by your imagination by what you can make sourdough. So go out there, make it sourdough, and until next time, happy baking.